Welcome back to For the Love of Sicily and the day we introduce our pups. We've had a lot of comments about our dogs, so I thought I'd introduce them all to you. So you've met Bea, our sweet Labrador that we found on the side of the road in the rain. She's Kim's special girl. And Pearl, our beautiful lab mix, who we also found on the side of the road and found out after we brought her home that she's completely deaf. Pearl is my special girl, and I always make extra time for her with lots of love and playtime. And little Roxy, our rat terrier that we brought with us from the States. Beautiful Roxy loves to go for walks and snuggle close by. She's about 15 years old, so a bit fragile, and the only one who has the honor of sleeping in our bed. Then there was Blue, our quirky and beautiful blue-eyed husky mix, who also made the trip with us across the ocean. Roxy and Blue really loved it when we got here. The flights and all the pre-trip vet appointments and stress of moving had taken their toll on all of us.
Are you okay? Roxy? Are you happy?
But every day we went for long walks exploring our new world, and that helped make up for all the stress they had endured. When we found Bea, they all clicked and enjoyed long walks together, as well as lazy days on the bed. Once we found the house in the country, but before construction started, we moved the dogs to the new house while we moved out of our old house and stayed with friends until the country house became habitable. Obviously, they loved the new house and the freedom they had outside. We came by several times a day to feed and play with them, and at night, they were closed up in the empty house to keep them warm and safe. During the day, they always came running to the gate to greet us, and when we left, they would watch as we drove away, and they all still give us a warm send-off whenever we leave. Unfortunately, our sweet Blue passed away unexpectedly that fall. Our hearts were shattered. She was a funny girl. Being a husky, she talked a lot and always told us how she felt. She liked to be petted sometimes, and only she could decide when she wanted to cuddle. But when she did, we were always so happy that she wanted to be close to us. I really miss our kooky little girl. Be sure to click like and subscribe to keep up with all of our adventures in Sicily. A week or so after Blue passed away, we took a friend to a dog refuge to try to find her a new dog. She specifically wanted a small white dog. When we got there, the veterinarian showed us the cutest little guy named Thor. What a name! Someone had just dropped him off there. Obviously, he wasn't white, and there weren't any other small dogs. Our friend said that Thor wasn't the dog for her, but the vet didn't listen. He put a leash on Thor, handed us his medical records, and pushed us out the door. And we're so glad he did. He is now Teddy, a much more suitable name, and the cutest little guy ever. He's always happy, gives the best cuddles, and gets along with everyone. Look at that face. How could anyone let him go? And shortly after we brought Teddy home, another dog stopped by. He hung up by the back gate and loved to be fed. He would wander the fields during the day, but always hung out by the fence at night. He was very skittish, wouldn't let us pet him for a very long time, but was so happy to have 2 good meals a day. I made a makeshift shelter for him out of scrap wood, but he never slept in it. I ended up putting his food and water bowls in there, and he made the space around it his home. We named him Brando because he's so handsome and independent. We found out after our construction started that he had been one of our neighbor's hunting dogs, but he refused to let our neighbor get near him. Brando wasn't comfortable coming inside the fence to become part of the family for a very long time. Brando enjoyed his freedom and would scavenge all over the area. He would bring large bones back to the house, shoes, one time even a bag of clothes. He also really enjoyed taking walks with Kim and Bea. He would follow along behind but never got too close. He fell in love with Bea and is still her protector to this day. Brando was still living outside the fence last fall when another little guy showed up. This sweet pup was hiding by the fence in the olive grove. Kim spotted him. So scraggly and sad looking. We gave him some much needed food and then got him in the yard. It turned out that he had mange, a skin parasite, and some medication cleared it up right away. Kim named him Rocky for Rocky Balboa because he obviously was a fighter. And wouldn't you know it, a few days later, another sad-looking boy showed up. He was in the same area that Rocky was found in. We realized it wasn't some random coincidence that they both found their way here. We think that Brando must have found them and brought them back with him when he was out exploring. This little guy also had mange, and when we got him into the yard, Rocky ran up to him and greeted his long-lost brother.
He's so happy that you're here. Oh.
They became inseparable and each other's biggest protector. Kim named him Benny, not sure why, but he's a cute Benny. One morning when I went out to feed Brando, I could tell something was wrong. I put his bowl down and he pushed up against my leg, something he had never done before. He tried to eat but couldn't get any food in his mouth. I realized something was wrong. He trustingly let me open his mouth and I saw a piece of bone wedged on his back teeth. He couldn't eat or drink with that there. I tried to pull it off with no luck, then Kim tried and finally got it loose. Everything changed after that. A form of trust had been established and we could now pet him, rub his head and back, and even give him kisses on the head. So after many, many months of Brando being on his own, he decided to come through the gate and become part of the family. He just makes my heart happy.
Pearl and Brando, not their first introduction. They've gone for walks together, but this is the first time Brando's come into her enclosure. And they're working it out.
So we have Roxy, Bea, Pearl, Teddy, Brando, Rocky, and Benny. That's 7. Our hearts and lives are full. No more, please. We're all tied up. Life is good. One of our sons used to joke every time he called, "How many dogs do you have now?" Last year, he bet Kim that we would have more than 7 by the end of the year. Nope, still 7 when he and his family arrived in February of this year. One of the days they were here, we decided to go down to the beach. Kim's son and wife and 2 grandsons. We got about a half a mile from our house when Kim and I saw something jump into the bushes alongside the country road. Of course, we had to stop. We can't help ourselves. We peered into the bushes to find 2 tiny white and black puppies. When we looked up, we saw a vegetable crate with 4 more puppies in it. This was no accident. Someone had left them there by the side of the road on a small highway. So, what did we do? We snatched them up, put them in the van, and headed down to the beach with everyone. The boys had a blast playing with them in the sand, and for the rest of their stay with us, the puppies were the highlight. But for us, this was an overwhelming discovery. How were we going to be able to take care of 6 more dogs? There were 2 boys and 4 females, and we immediately contacted a few pet rescues on the island, and one of them was very helpful. We were able to get one of the female puppies adopted to some friends of ours, and 3 more went to families over by the Catania International Military Base. They are all going to have wonderful lives. Our 2 remaining girls we named Lily and Petunia, Pitty for short. Without any success finding them homes, they too became part of the family. So now there are 9, and man have they grown. They are about 9 months old now, and we hope they've gotten to their full size. Life gets pretty chaotic at times, and as you can imagine, things don't always go smoothly with 9 dogs.
Little girl.
Some get along with everyone, but as the 4 puppies grew and tried to figure out their place in the pecking order, things haven't always gone smoothly. Bea, for one, needs to have her own space. Kim takes her and Brando for long walks a couple times a day, and they also spend time together in the garden. Pearl also has to have her own area. She loves to be with everyone but can get overly excited and become rough with the little ones like Teddy. They love each other and play a lot together, but it always has to be supervised. Teddy gets overpowered by the big dogs and often looks for timeouts with Mommy, just sitting and enjoying the views. He's the best snuggler.
Can I pet you, honey?
A few months ago, Rocky started letting us pet him. He is very timid and often lets his brother Benny walk all over him. Benny has established that he is the alpha and Rocky cowers under him. So I started standing up for Rocky, making sure that Benny doesn't abuse him. And I believe Rocky could tell I was looking out for him. He started laying down and rolling over so I could rub his belly. He quickly realized what he had been missing all that time, and now he loves to be petted.
Thank you. Benny.
Benny, on the other hand, still doesn't let us touch him. When it's feeding time, he gets close and even rubs up against us, but I can't rub his back, and if I get too close, he frantically runs away. And I so want to run my hands through his beautiful shaggy fur. So that's it, that's all. 9 dogs in a home full of so much fun and love. Next time, I'll introduce you to our other fur babies who have found their way into our home and our hearts. We hope you'll join us.